Hey bro, that shirt, what's up with that?
Oh, you mean this shirt? This shirt right here? This shirt represents the greatest president this country ever done seen. I tell you, if it's between Trump and a cop, I'm going with Trump every time. At least with Trump, I know he don't like my kind. It keeps things simple.
Bro, what?
Well, Trump did more for black folks than any president in history. He gave out them stimulus checks, gave money to them HBC, whatever they call, freed some rappers, got baby mamas, been shot, and there wasn't no inflation when he was in charge. Besides, he got the right idea about keeping folks in their place.
Man, you probably too far gone, but I'ma try anyway. Let's start with the stimulus checks. While Trump signed the COVID relief bill, it was actually the Democrats who led the initiative for those stimulus checks. Trump wasn't particularly favorable to the idea, but Congress pushed it through to help everyone, not just black folks.
Man, please. Them Democrats? They ain't done nothing but handouts. Trump was just keeping the peace, letting folks have a little something to stop them from complaining. And that's a good thing. Keep them quiet and out the way. And them HBC whatevers, Trump gave them more money than they ever done seen. Why they ought to be worshiping the ground he walks on for all he did.
Okay, bro, but let's look at that. While Trump did sign a law that provided permanent funding to HBCUs, it was building on existing support. The bill actually sent money to many places, not just HBCUs. Plus, some of his other actions, like his Supreme Court picks, have been involved in decisions that hurt minority communities.
Man, please. You just making excuses. He freed them rappers too. Ain't nobody else did that. Showed he got a soft spot for our kind.
Pardoning a few rappers might make headlines, but it doesn't address systemic issues that affect the whole community. It's not real change. To be completely honest, he just does things like that because he knows how simple some of us are.
Inflation. What about inflation? There wasn't no inflation when he was in office. Everything was cheaper. Trump kept the economy steady and strong.
Man, inflation isn't something that just starts or stops with a president. It's influenced by global events, policies over years, and other factors beyond immediate control. So, do you just ignore the millions that died during COVID because of how poorly he handled it? The jobs that closed down, and other issues that started with consumers?
Man, you talking like one of them folks that don't see the bigger picture. Look here, some folks didn't make it, but that's just nature weeding out the weak. And them businesses closing, they couldn't hack it, that's all. Trump was doing what needed to be done. Tough love and all.
Wow, so you think ignoring a pandemic and the fallout from that is just tough love? That's a pretty extreme view. Don't you think leaders should actually protect their people?
Protect? Ain't nobody looking out for us but ourselves. Trump was just laying it out, plain and simple. Survival of the fittest. If you want someone to hold your hand, you's in the wrong country.
Well, if that's how you feel, I guess we're just seeing things from two different perspectives. But it's important to consider all the facts and understand the long-term impact of these policies.
Yeah. You keep saying that. Maybe I'll think about it, but don't expect me to change my mind because you got some fancy arguments. And what about her? Always laughing and smiling, but never saying nothing about policies. I ain't seen her mention one plan, just a bunch of happy talk.
Actually, her policies are listed in detail on her page, but people just don't look them up. They're out here for anyone who wants to see them.
If they so clear, why ain't she making those changes already? Ain't they in the White House now?
The vice president doesn't actually have the power to make those changes, especially with Trump's Supreme Court nominees blocking everything. Those nominees were appointed because he won before, and they're stopping a lot of progress.
Sound like a bunch of excuses to me. If they really wanted to make a difference, they find a way. Always blame someone else, huh?
It's not about blaming. It's about understanding how the system works. Real change takes time, and it's not just up to one person, especially with a Supreme Court that blocks key reforms. But hey, if you don't want to see that, I guess there's not much more I can say.
Just like a Democrat, to preach about change while still bound down to their masters. Always talking big, but at the end of the day, you just repeating whatever lie makes you feel smart.
Okay, fair enough. Clearly we see things differently. Just remember, there's always more to the story.